the key of a song. This is something that is slippery and ethereal for most popular music, pop, rock, country. The key is fairly obvious. You get into jazz and it can be almost impossible. Most classical music often tells you the key in the name of the piece. But what's important for you to know to enjoy music and to figure songs out and possibly to sit down at a sheet music and play a song is that the key is just all the notes in the scale that are used in the song. That's a very basic and slight oversimplification, but it's most of what you need to know. If you sit down at a piece of music and see that it is in the key of C, that tells you you're only going to be using the white notes in general, because there are no sharps or flats. The key signature will tell you how many sharps or flats there are and which ones they are. What that tells you is, for instance, if you're supposed to play a B flat instead of a B, then through the whole sheet of music, every time you see a B, you will instead play a B flat. Now, a performer just needs to know that so that you know whether to play the natural note or a sharp or a flat. And keys will either be something sharp or something flat. It's rare that you will mix them. So you may play in F sharp or you may play in B flat, but you're not going to play in F with sharps and flats. F flat is just E anyway. Composers need to know about keys because, well, they need to know what instruments work better in what keys, but also they need to know in any key what notes will feel natural and where can they go outside the key for certain effects that they want. Again, most of what you need to know about a key is, if you're looking at a piece of sheet music, to know which notes will be on the black keys, basically on a piano, or would be sharp or flat playing any other instrument. And if you're figuring out the melody of a song on your own, then if you figure out first what key it's in, that'll help you to know if that next note is going to be an A or is it going to be an A flat. If you look up the circle of fifths, you can see visually which notes are sharp or flat in any particular key. People who compose or perform regularly often have the circle of fifths memorized. Use it as a reference tool, just like it's silly to memorize the dictionary if you're not writing one. As a casual musician or musical appreciator, you don't need to know the circle of fifths, but it will help you to understand how different keys are made up. So key, slippery and ethereal. Basically, are there sharps? Are there flats? Which notes are they? Don't complicate it. This is Joel D. Canfield.